Please come. Good evening. Please take your seat, Dilip.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. So tell us about yourself.
Sir, my name is Dilip. I am from Kottayam district of Kerala, which is also where I did my basic schooling. And then I joined IIT Madras to pursue a BTech in electrical engineering. And I graduated from IIT Madras in 2015, upon which I joined Samsung Electronics at their headquarters in South Korea, where I was working on a research profile in artificial intelligence. I continued there for around 2.5 years and resigned in 2018 to pursue civil services on a full-time basis. And in 2020, I cleared the Indian Forest Service exam, so I'm a probationer there now.
Oh, you are in the Forest Service.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Maharashtra cadre.
Maharashtra card. Very nice. Okay. So Dilip, now the point is 3 years in Samsung in AI, which is emerging technology, right? And then joining Forest Service. Okay. And now aspiring for civil service.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how do you see? Is there any logical decision making in this?
Definitely, sir. Like when I was working in Samsung and before that, like studying in IIT Madras, I was interested in research and the pay profile and even the research career was quite exciting. But what I felt is that some 2.5, 3 years down the line, I felt that I have been getting into this groove where I am kind of detached from the common masses or the reality. So I felt that perhaps all the aptitude and skills that I have built over the first 24, 25 years of my life, maybe I can put that to good use in creating an impact among the common masses.
So don't you think the research is excellence, whereas civil servant and people related issue is mediocrity? Because what you said groove was actually going into deep into the knowledge sphere, okay, deep into the analysis, right? So what is your view?
Sir, I would disagree with the view that application side is mediocre. I mean, both has their own positives. For instance, the research is indeed pushing the frontiers of knowledge. But in my humble opinion, what India needs right now more than ever is the application of that, where that knowledge, the theoretical knowledge can be translated.
So what is the significance of today's date?
Sir, I'm not sure, sir.
You are not sure?
So I think, no, sir, I'm not.
Today is Civil Service Day. And you are aspiring to become civil service servant. Okay. Your interview is on 13th May.
Yes, sir.
Any significance of that day?
Sir, I'm not sure. May 12th is International Nurses Day.
So today is the Civil Service Day. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And the theme is India at the rate, vision of India at the rate 2047.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now you tell me what is 4-5 critical thing which civil service must do to basically restore the confidence of this great nation.
So one thing I feel is that we need to establish a stronger connection with the masses. Right now, to an extent, we have a disconnect between policy making and feedback. Policies are often made and there is the great lag in getting feedback in identifying.
Do you think there is a disconnect, or there is, this policy is hijacked by few people, or the mass is hijacked by this?
Sir, I would say there are indeed people who are influential and they have...
Okay, I'll give you an example.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Farmers' agitation, all the hullabaloo, law was enacted. Supreme Court committee said that 84% of the farmers supported this, and yet we scrapped under force. What is the reality?
Sir, I would say that can be an example of a vocal group of people.
Yes.
Yeah, controlling the narrative.
Group controlling the narrative.
Yes, sir.
So, disconnect with masses is not might not be there.
Sir,
Maybe right connect is not there.
Sir, that can definitely be true, but at the same time, even in similar cases, if we had at the beginning itself taken the ordinary farmers into confidence, if we had a mechanism where their voices would also have been heard, maybe this entire issue could have been handled in a much better manner.
Okay, so are you telling about Jan Sunwai before, or Jan Samvad, Jan Sunwai, something like that, on every issue, every policy?
No, sir. What I would like to, the policy might perhaps be aided if there is a continuous feedback mechanism. For instance, right now,
No, I understand what you say. The feedback must be taken on board and should be worked upon.
on as much of a real-time basis as possible, sir.
Okay. So this is one major problem. What else?
So then there are many areas where technology can actually be used for the benefit of the people, but which hasn't been done because of inertia and regulatory hurdles and such. The data science is a very good example in that regard. Like if we look at any panchayat office in India, we can see there's plenty of data that's lying around in the files, spanning back decades. But if we can digitize all that, if we can use big data algorithms with sufficient safeguards, that can be used for much better targeted service delivery.
Targeted services. Okay. What else?
So then I think some amount of specialization would be inevitable. Like
How do you resolve this privacy versus the data hunger?
sir, once we go deeper into database applications, some amount of privacy infringement is kind of unavoidable, I would say. So what I think is we'll have to take cue from the Puttaswamy judgment, where the Supreme Court has created a trade-off where if at all any privacy breach is to happen, it should be proportionate to the demands, proportionate to the cost that's being exposed.
Course there. Okay.